G'day space fans, it's been a minute since I've released a video. It's been for many different reasons. As you can see behind me, I've got a new backdrop here. Actually had to move house, and we had Space Symposium, and I had to fly in 0G and a whole bunch of other stuff over the last couple of weeks. But during Symposium, I got the authorization from our lovely friends at EXO Analytic to be able to share some of their data in my videos. Big shout out to EXO, thank you guys. They have some exquisite electro-optical telescopes for picking up objects at GEO. So big shout out to EXO, thank you for your support. And I just wanted to show off a tool that we use for analyzing objects and pulling in raw data in GEO called the GEO Waterfall Plot. We also call it a GEO Wide Area Search sometimes. That's kind of the tasking request name given to us for looking at things at GEO. And while doing this, I can show off a new tool. If you go to ui.saberastro.com, it's a wrapper around a lot of our 2D dashboards. You can see they're automatically logged me in. It will remember your credentials. You'll have to have UDL credentials to log into this. But then if you go to GEO Wide Area Search, GWAS, this is what I wanted to show you today. We've just added a new feature here. You can see it's searching 0 to 360 in longitude around GEO. It's going to pull in all observations that it can find. Of course, we throw an exception there. But I just want to show you a particular region of GEO here. So I'll fix this bug later, but let's go to 168 to 171 in the GEO belt. So I noticed this UCT train here that was kind of hanging out next to Tianlin 2. And just a quick heads up on how these work. So this is observation time on the y-axis. So older observations to the top, newer towards the bottom, and then our GEO longitude along the x-axis here in degrees east. So here we're only looking back last 6 hours, and we can see, we've got some EXO Analytic obs here from just 24 minutes ago, for example. But let's go back 24 hours and see what we're looking at. And you can see there's these two objects, Horizons 3 Echo, some UCT train. UCTs are called uncorrelated tracks. We don't know what they are. Could be a classified object, that's not in the public catalog, could be some debris, could be a child satellite that's been deployed by another satellite that hasn't been cataloged yet. There's all kind of different things that UCTs could be. So we've got this UCT train. We kind of call them out with this asterisk symbol. And then we've got Tianlin 202 here. So a new feature we just put into this tool, you can now come through and just select the objects that you're interested in. So here I'm just going to select Tianlin 202, the UCT, and Horizons 3 Echo. And I'll just hit confirm, and that will clean up our waterfall plot just with those three objects in there. So a nice little feature there for cleaning up waterfall plots, which can get a bit squirrely, especially when you've got a lot of drifters, a lot of LEO objects. Just to give you a bit of an overview of how this tool works, if you're behaving at GEO, you should just be basically a straight line. So your longitude isn't changing over time. But you do have other objects like this red guy here. It's a rocket body, so it's highly eccentric. So it's in an eccentric orbit. So its longitude is rapidly changing over time. And you can see that kind of cutting through the belt here. So some other drifters and things. You can actually try and filter these out using some of these tools up here. So let's take a look at ranked country range. If you select GEO only, it's going to get rid of any objects that aren't at GEO. So you can see that's already cleaned it up a bit already. You can also filter by just sensor provider as well to look at particular sensor providers' data. And whether it's in the JCO high rate revisit list rankings, this celestial labels actually shows you the sun position. I'll just add 0 to 180 here to give you an example. So electro-optical telescopes kind of have trouble staring into the sun, just like humans. So we kind of call that out on the plots as well. This rendering issue is something we're aware of. We're trying to fix it up here. If it happens, just hit this refresh button. And we can see there, show celestial labels. Yes, this should be working. Let's try 0360. Last 24 hours, there'll be plenty of obs here. We're capping it at 100,000. So you'll see the data will be truncated a bit here. This is just to improve performance a little bit. You see that we don't really get obs around the sun positions. This blockage here, this could be the umbra penumbra of the Earth casting a shadow into the geobelt, so we get a blockage of the obs there too. This tool should be drawing two lines here as well. I'll have to look into why that isn't happening. Yeah, that's the GEO Wide Area Search, or GEO Waterfall Plots, as they're commonly called in the community. I just wanted to show you that new feature of just being able to select particular observations and filtering down just by them. All right, hope everyone has a great weekend and happy hunting.